If you knew morning wood, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Pretty, 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 pretty morning wood. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you and I need you, morning wood. I love you, morning wood, with a love so rare and true. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Well, I love you, I want you, morning wood.
Rise and shine. This is the Morning Woo, coming to you live from an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now on Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network. As Olympics continue, I can't wait to get back to NHL action in about a week and a half from now. But the Olympics are starting to heat up now that the seedings have been arranged. Team USA, Team Canada, both clinching a bye, will play in the quarterfinals. And in men's ice hockey, women's ice hockey going on today as well. Team USA dominating the women's ice hockey tournament in the Olympics. But anything can happen. Anything can happen in the Olympics. So, let's go over right now what's going on with the seedings right now. Knockout round starts tomorrow. Germany versus France at 6:10 a.m. Eastern. You also got Switzerland versus Italy. Again, 6:10 a.m. Eastern. And after that, you've got Czechia versus Denmark, 10:40 a.m. Eastern. And then you've got Sweden versus Latvia. Sweden falling into that knockout round, did not clinch a bye. Sweden, having all NHLers on their roster, will play Latvia at 3:10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Depending upon which teams advance, Slovakia, third seed, will play the winner of Germany and France on Wednesday at 6:10 a.m. Eastern. Now, the United States, Team USA, beat Germany yesterday, which they also clinched a bye. We'll play the winner of Sweden and Latvia on Wednesday because Canada ran up the score against France, which Team Canada has the first seed. They'll play the winners of Czechia and Denmark on Wednesday at 10:40 a.m. Eastern. And then to round out, Finland, ranked fourth, getting that last seed where you would have a bye, would play the winner of Switzerland or Italy. But it just depends. It depends what happens in the knockout round. The United States could be facing Sweden in the quarterfinals, which they have a full NHL roster, but Jacob Markstrom has been shaky. Also, Jesper Bratt was benched as well. Team Sweden having their problems, but they can make that up during this knockout round. Well, let me know what you're thinking. Going to the YouTube live right now as, I see Maria. Happy Devil's Monday to you. It's a snowy morning here in New Jersey. Had to clear off snow around 5:45 a.m. Got on the road. Yeah, the roads weren't too bad. They were salted. I wouldn't say they needed to be plowed, but they were salted. They were clear. And also it's President's Day as well, so here in the United States. So, well, let me tell you, no school buses on the road is fine with me. I don't hear teachers complaining on the social medias, so I think things are good in that respect. So it was a smooth drive into work this morning, even though I had to brush off all that snow on Mrs. Wu's car and my car as well. And, but not too many bad drivers out this morning. But again, another beef with out-of-state drivers. Pennsylvania drivers, they never brush off the snow on their car. It always seems like they're from Pennsylvania. Now, I'm not saying that New Jerseyans don't do that. There are idiots out there that don't even attempt. But Pennsylvania drivers, especially the ones with pickup trucks, all that snow flies out into your car out on the interstates. Not good, not good, not good. So what do you think about the Olympics so far? Team USA, for the most part, dominant over Leon Draisaitl's and Tim Stützle's Team Germany yesterday. Didn't think that the United States played poorly. I thought they did very well on defense. I thought that they could have gotten some more offensive chances. The goaltender for Germany was, I thought, pretty unbelievable. And Connor Hellebuck made the saves he needed to make in that victory over Team Germany yesterday for the United States. But I'm telling you right now, if this lines up where it's USA versus Canada on February 22nd, the last day of the Olympics, which would be an 8 a.m. start. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. The rematch of what happened at Four Nations, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one because Team Canada, now Tom Wilson against France yesterday dropped the gloves. And that's a big no-no in the Olympics. But, Team Canada, they have every excuse in the world because when it happens to them, oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. He was just sticking up for his teammate. But if we have another brawl again, with Brady Tkachuk and Matthew Tkachuk and JT Miller going against their guys in that finals, you're not supposed to do that in international play. It's funny. I just watch the hypocrisy of Team Canada during the Olympics over the years. It's like, when the judges go against Team Canada, oh, no, not like the biggest victims, but when Team Canada cheats like they did in curling and got caught and everybody knew about it, and it was really funny that Team Sweden in curling knew exactly how Team Canada cheated and went out of their way to put video cameras on where exactly they cheated so they could not deny it. And they're yelling back and forth and all that. I mean, curling, out of all sports, curling, you have that kind of, animosity and competitiveness. And I love competitiveness, watching the downhill skiing jumps or whatever they do with the snowboard and all that, and how they it's so amazing, these athletes, what they do. And a lot of this is kind of like extreme sports. Some of the stuff in the Winter Olympics, going downhill and doing, I don't know, was it 2160? I forgot. I thought 360 or 580s or whatever rotations they do. Now it's just like, as time goes along, the human evolution, like they're just doing more than ever, just new tricks, and even figure skating. Triple axel was like the gold standard, and but now it's the quadruple axel. So it keeps on improving over the years. Maria says, notice feed cuts out when things get chippy or players start mouthing censored broadcast. Yeah, I mean, again, it's the Olympics. They want to protect their own brand. They want to, again, it's all about, the IOC, very powerful organization, sometimes controversial. But yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't have a problem with it. But in the Olympics, and even in, I remember playing college club hockey, and I remember the school sat us in a room talking about fighting, that we had when you're playing club hockey, you don't have NCAA protection or jurisdiction. So because you're playing club, you're under the jurisdiction of student government, and fighting could get you expelled from the school itself. I remember being lectured about it. It kind of reminds me of this, where this is international play, the Olympics, the IOC governs this and all that. I think they're just kind of turning a blind eye. But I'm telling you, if Team USA plays Team Canada in that gold medal finals. Now, I remember Beer Baron asking me, like, hey, are we going to do a viewing party? It's like, well, who's the one that's going to organize this? Because we don't even know what the seedings are, And the gold medal game, if that happens, I mean, number one, you're going to have to find a venue that's going to open up 7, 8 a.m., willing to move, 7, 8 a.m., a bar for that game, and it's going to be a crazy game. I mean, I would expect it to be chippy, but I would expect the players to show restraint, because you can't get kicked out of the game like Tom Wilson did. Now, Dag X Hansen says, got the same speech in college. Yeah, it's really eye-opening. And I mean, and then when there were fights, you just kind of shh. Hopefully nobody even notices, that kind of stuff. I remember playing one game. I forgot which school it was against. It ended in a fight, and basically the referees actually had to call the game with like 10 minutes left, maybe 7 minutes left, because everybody just got sick of each other at that point. But you're talking about the finals. Say if you're down in the game and the game is almost over and you're down, like, why not? What do you have to lose at that point? But I would expect Team Canada and Team USA. I think Team USA might have trouble in that quarterfinal round against Sweden. They have been struggling, but I do think that Team USA has tremendous amount of depth, and I guess the emergence of Jack Hughes on that fourth line gives Team USA Mike Sullivan 4 lines to roll. Defensively, have you seen Quinn Hughes? He is eating up a lot of ice time out there. He's going back and forth. He is really, really adjusted and really, really doing well for Team USA. Steve Engel says final is February 22nd, right? Yes, it is. That game would be 8:10 a.m. Eastern. And I'm just gonna call right now. It's probably going to be Team Canada and Team USA unless something drastic happens. I mean, right now, both teams have really dominated the Olympic play so far. I get it. You're playing, teams like Italy and France and, teams that don't really, ooze out elite hockey. But as you go through the quarterfinals and you go through the semifinals, it's just bound to happen that they will collide. Brady Tkachuk, wow. Even in Olympic play, his physicality, for those that think that Brady Tkachuk is underrated and Brady Tkachuk is not like his brother, no, Brady Tkachuk, I think, is better than Matthew Tkachuk, and I'll take that to the bank any day. What is Brady Tkachuk doing in Ottawa? That's what I want to know. That's why I want to know. I think he needs to come back and play for one of the teams in the United States. And I as a New Jersey Devils fan, with all that's gone on with the Hughes brothers and how bad the Devils are, if you want to have a culture shock, and a lot of people have asked me what the Devils need, I've said it's culture. They've got the players. The Olympics have proven that they do have the players on the team. They have the talent on the team, but what is missing? To me, it's Brady Tkachuk. We've been saying this all this time on the podcast. What's mind-boggling is Tom Fitzgerald is allegedly cousins with the Tkachuks, and he can't even bring them to the New Jersey Devils. Look, I'll tell you what will be a shakeup if the New Jersey Devils are able to pull it off. You trade for Brady Tkachuk, and I don't want to hear, oh, it's impossible, whatever. No, everybody's got its price. You go out and you get Brady Tkachuk, Quinn Hughes, and Matthew Tkachuk will follow. Think about that on the New Jersey Devils. Think about it. 3 Hughes brothers and 2 Tkachuk brothers can change a lot for the New Jersey Devils, because both Tkachuk brothers are what the New Jersey Devils need right now. That leadership, that feistiness in that locker room. Plus, being American-born, great pedigree from Big Walt, Keith Tkachuk, who I idolized as a kid. Keith Tkachuk, their father, he was a definition of a power forward, kind of like John LeClair back in the day when he played on the Montreal Canadiens and Philadelphia Flyers and Pittsburgh Penguins. I love the power forward. That's what the Devils need. Now, I know they have Timo Meier. Timo Meier's done really well during the Olympics, but I'm telling you, I would love to have Brady Tkachuk on the New Jersey Devils. I know Beer Baron has been saying it all along. I know, but that's, if you're going to clean up this mess, if Fitzy wants to save his job, you get Brady Tkachuk as a New Jersey Devil. I don't care about if they make the playoffs this season, but that will set the offseason. And also, you're going to have to get rid of salary. Dougie Hamilton, rumors are that maybe Carolina Hurricanes might take a stab at it with Dougie Hamilton. Carolina Hurricanes trading within the Metropolitan Division. But I think right now the Devils, what they need right now is more cap space. They need more cap space so they can make these moves. They're going to have to get around these no movement clauses. They're going to have to clean that up. They're going to have to bring character guys that get results. And again, if it's not Brady Tkachuk, who? Who else could they bring? I'm actually been pretty impressed with Vincent Trocheck, in the Olympics. This is, again, one of these character guys. You need to have some feistiness. Now, Steve Engel talked about McDavid and McKinnon, 2 best players in the game, on the same line. It's sick. Yeah, and you know what? Look at what Team Canada did. Freaking Nathan McKinnon was getting hit from one of the players from Team France, And Tom Wilson comes in, sticks up, and again, sends a message. It sent a message to me when Team USA plays Team Canada. You can't screw around. It does have a psychological message. Tom Wilson didn't care about being admonished. Tom Wilson didn't care about himself. He cared about his teammate, and it resonated throughout Team Canada. And it actually resonated. If you're going to play Team Canada, you may have to put up the fists, and you may have to be very strategic because you're going to get kicked out. And Team USA needs Brady Tkachuk and Matthew Tkachuk to be staying out on the ice. So, again, very interesting, like how much firepower both countries have with their teams. And let's see here. Robert Isaac said the entire culture would change with Brady. He is a natural leader, total alpha dog. Yeah, we need more alphas, no more betas. We need some more alphas on this New Jersey Devils team to take charge. Maria says Fitzy all about the family. After all, isn't he? Just do it. Well, I'm telling you, like, do what you need to do. At this point, everybody on the New Jersey Devils are expendable at this point. We've already tried it this way. It's not working. You only won one game in the playoffs last season. The season before, you didn't make the playoffs. Season before that, you had a record-breaking season. You got through one series. But this is a culmination after 12 years. It's time to change the chemistry. It's time to be bold. Nick Villano said this, the other day that, it's time for Tom Fitzgerald to stop figuring out how to win every trade. It's time to make the team better. I would mortgage the future for Brady Tkachuk. That's worth the investment up front. You get all the intangibles. You get the physicality. You get the talent. You get the name recognition. And most of all, you get leadership. That's the kind of leadership the New Jersey Devils need right now. Art Heaton says Trocheck should be a New Jersey Devils. Fitz was so focused on Gaudreau, we missed on Trocheck or Marchment, and we ended up with Palat. Wow. Well said. Well said, Art Heaton. I'm telling you, well said, Art Heaton. And you ain't kidding. Dubs is like, it doesn't matter if the Devils trade in the division right now. They are out of it. They need to dump salaries so they can set up the offseason. My issue, that is, it can't be Fitzgerald. Well, that's the thing. Fitzgerald, I think he's in a lame duck session right now. If I were the Blitzer, Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment, get Fitzgerald to shed some of this salary, but obviously it's what's done is done. You have to keep Jack Hughes healthy. You have to keep Jack Hughes happy. Okay? He's not happy that Quinn's not in New Jersey. I don't think Quinn's happy that it didn't go down that way. So where do the Devils go from here? I believe you need some changes up top. And you need some wholesale changes throughout the organization because the depth, the organizational pipeline of talent, it's not where it should be. The player development is not where it should be. The leadership, Tom Fitzgerald as GM, we talked about being in hiding for so long. Then that impromptu press conference. No, the Devils need strong leadership and structure. And again, it might lead to the removal of Sheldon Keefe. It may not. I don't know. You would have to think that the GM wants his own guy. And I think right now, again, anything can happen in those 25 games with your New Jersey Devils, but what needs to happen, a top priority, is figuring out the salary cap situation and these no movement clauses. Jesper Bratt should be on the block as well. No one's expendable. Timo Meier as well. Timo Meier is playing much better as of late, but you have to send a message that these players cannot get too comfortable here. Also, Nico Hischier, his contract is about to run out at some point. Would he stay? Would he go? It's not automatic he would stay. But you have to change the culture. You have to change the culture with the New Jersey Devils. And it would start first by shedding some salary and figuring out how to get Brady Tkachuk. You're going to have to figure it out. And you're going to have to pay dearly to Ottawa. But I'm telling you right now, it is so worth it, and it's great watching the Olympics and seeing how Jack Hughes plays with his teammates, also with Quinn and and the Tkachuk brothers and Trocheck and everybody else that's on Team USA. It's PM says, I've been saying a long time, Keefe and his system aren't the problem. Everybody above him and the team not being happy with the Olympics just didn't play with heart. Yeah, I think it's more mental right now. And it starts with leadership up top. I've been saying all along. Matter of fact, I'll even go further, and I'm feeling like I'm beating a dead horse right now. It's really the ownership group. But unfortunately, you can't really change the ownership group. I'm hoping that the stock market will fall where they need to sell the team. I think like this as a fan. Is that terrible of me? But all right. Dag X Hansen said the whole problem started with pacifying Jack. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of truth to that as well. Not going to lie. Maria says, send the lame duck to Anaheim, Sam. Maybe. But, all right. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for joining the Morning Woo on this cold, blustery winter Monday, this President's Day, February 16th. We just got through Valentine's Day weekend. Sorry about last night, about the 9 p.m. Eastern edition of the Let's Go Devils podcast. There was some miscommunication. So we did not have the podcast yesterday, but we will be back Sunday edition of the Let's Go Devils podcast on Sunday, February 22nd, and hopefully we talk about Team USA winning gold. But I would love to see a Canada and USA matchup. Who won? Ryber Isaac says, Nico is a free agent after 2017. I believe so. All right, going to get out of here. We're going to do the morning ceremonial sip. To you, the Devils fans, I salute you. Ceremonial sip on this President's Day to you. Till next time, this is the Morning Woo. Let's go, Devils.
Morning Woo.